Don't forget to subscribe, share my channel, let others know that we have a bilingual channel here, English and Spanish, Spanish and English. No olvides suscribirte, déjame un mensaje y comparte mi canal. Déjale saber a la gente que hay un canal bilingüe de español a inglés y de inglés a español. Hi guys. So Chiflote Flow and Andrés Vallardes requested that I react to this song, Blessing. Chiflote Flow y Andrés Vallardes pidieron que yo reaccionara a esta canción, Bendición. Vamos a ver de qué se trata. Tiene al Arte, Elegante y Pablo Chill-E, which Chiflote Flow also requested another song. I will react to that one later on too, another day.
Y el AFP que te cobre, te cobre. Y el AFP que te cobre, te cobre. Y el abuelito que usted ve cada vez más pobre. El chileno tiene el corazón noble, pero no somos hueones donde está la plata. Hermano, anda mucho cantante, picado villano. No mueva tanto las manos que te le sale una pluma. Ando piano, 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 no le como a los gusanos. Le gusta amar el incendio, pero rápido se fuma. De temprano dando el corte espartano como Juanito Bullolante. Te fuma. Fulano no le haga suerte entre gitanos, no porque sea vegetariano no va a atacar el puma. La flor del loto es la flor más bella y nace en un pantano. El sueño estaba lejano, ahora subiendo como espuma. Era un mano a mano, un gigante y un enano. Viste que el que miraste a Chincha ahora te despluma. Me escucha el pagano, tengo la experiencia, Bendición anciano. Deja que Robertito te la resuma. No se da la mano, no le compren al tirano. Ahora no dicen frente, pero antes nos llamaban
cuaderno y lapicero, salimos de la nada.
Wow, that was a flow right there. Huh? So I got the part where he says that the Chileans are people that are good, but they're not lazy. They work hard. And he was talking about like something about don't lie about it. Let me go ahead and go back because I was memorized by the flow. Estaba mesmerizada por el flow. Something about they'll charge you. What is he talking about? ¿Qué es lo que te van a cobrar? El AFP. So I guess he's talking about some government identity that charges you. I don't know what el AFP is. It has to be something with a government entity because he says that after that, the grandfather is still poor. So after he pays, makes the payments, I guess. That was a good bar right there. They like to start a fire, but then they run away. They get away. They're not there. So they like to start problems, but then when the problems arise, they're not there to take care of it. Fulano is like a Joan Doe, like someone else. Like, hey, listen, whomever, listen to this. But something about smoke, what? Okay, all right. So I guess I get it now. Something about a gypsy. You cannot read the cards amongst gypsies. Is that what he's saying? No puedes leer las cartas entre los gitanos. Just because you're vegetarian, that doesn't mean that the puma is not going to attack you. Just because you're vegetarian doesn't mean the animal is not going to attack you. Just because you don't mess with them doesn't mean they're not going to come after you. That was a bar right there.
La flor del loto es la flor más bella y nace en un pantano. El sueño estaba lejano, ahora subiendo como espuma. Era un mano a mano, un gigante y un enano. Viste que el que miraste a Chincha ahora te despluma. Me escucha el pagano, tengo la experiencia, Bendición anciano. Deja que Robertito te la
bye to the tyrant. And he said something about he made a comparison between the giant and the midget. And also he said that, wait, hold on.
No porque sea vegetariano no va a atacar el puma. La flor del loto es la flor más bella y nace en un pantano. El sueño estaba lejano, ahora subiendo como espuma.
Okay, so he's talking about the flower. The lotto flower is the smallest one in the lake.
Pero mano a mano, un gigante y un enano. Viste que el que miraste así ahora te despluma. Me escucha el pagano, tengo la experiencia, vivencia un anciano.
That I get. The pagan listens to me. The pagan listens to me. So even the non-believers listen to him.
Que Robertito te la resuma. No se da la mano, no le compren al tirano. Ahora no dicen feite, pero antes nos llamaban
Cuaderno
Puma.
y lapicero, salimos de la nada, cuidar a los que quiero, lograr lo que soñaba, en cabina me sincero, como cuando niño imaginaba, Dios es mi compañero, la fe no se me acaba. Los del Ministerio de Salud no conocen ni una posta y la posta es que tenemos una herida bien angota y el gobierno como el niño que siempre saca la contra mientras el banco cobra los cuigos Julia comiendo otra. ¿Cómo puede ser? No soy un resentido, yo también tengo mi plata pero le busco sentido. Yo comparto lo que tengo, la comida la divido, lo he cantado, lo he vivido, voy a cumplir mi objetivo. A los niños sin motivo los motivo y por lo que escribo los saco de la bola si están perdidos. Porque soy esperanza, ya le encontramos el sentido. No me olvido de la calle, yo quiero a los no queridos.
So those bars are easier to understand. Him, I understood him much. And they were talking about the government. So he said like the government is just like little kids, and they give, to the rich while the poor is staying poor, and the rich is eating oysters. He said that he doesn't, that he's not being jealous or envious. He has money himself, but he share his money. He share what he has, and he motivates the kid that have no motivations. So at least he's doing something for the people, while the government is not doing anything, and he cannot understand how come they want to keep only for themselves and for the rich. Same thing here. Everywhere it happens the same thing. But that happens because amongst the poor, amongst the people on the lake, on the pond. Yeah, because I think Pantano is a pond. That's what he said, Pantano, pond. Those people, there are people out there who help and protect the rich, and they excuse them. No, because they have more education. No, because how you going to blame someone if they're rich because they work hard for their money, but they did not. Like here, on one of the videos that I was watching, I'm not going to mention it. One of the guys said, "Oh, why are you against people uh, paying less taxes when it's the law, when the government put in place that law, that policy, so that the rich can invest because they're rewarding people so that they can invest. But the thing is that when the rich invest, they don't invest to society. They don't invest to make things better or to create more jobs, like they say. What they do is they invest in stocks and bonds, or they invest in their cars, or they invest in buying more property, but they don't invest to create jobs. That's the belief, that's the excuse, that's the reasoning. And a lot of poor people, middle class people, and the poor believe that and they support that. So if we cannot help each other here, because it's not just them against us. If it was that way, then we would win because there's more of us. It's because amongst us there's disagreement. And amongst us, there's people excusing them. There are people who are condoning that.
Cuando niño imaginaba, Dios es mi compañero, la fe no se me acaba.
So there he's saying that God is his partner, his friend, and that he doesn't lose faith.
Los del Ministerio de Salud no conocen ni una posta y la posta es que tenemos una herida bien angota y el gobierno.
So the ministers of health don't know a pota, which I don't know what pota is. If you're Chilean, chiflote flow, let me know que si pota. I guess it's a sickness, it's an illness, some way of saying that like that. Oh, wait, hold on.
De de salud, no conocen ni una pota. Y la pota es que tenemos una herida bien angota.
Okay, and the cut that we have, I guess, is that we have a huge wound.
No como el niño que siempre saca la contra mientras el banco cobra los cuigos Julia.
Yeah, that he used that metaphor of taking out the, when you have a scar, then you start peeling it away. So said the government is like the kids who peel out their scars. The scars, they start peeling it off and it bleeds more. So it's like it never heals. And that's what he's saying. The government doesn't do anything because they cover for the rich and they keep doing that over and over, always coming with more policies to protect them. And the wound from the people keeps bleeding.
¿Cómo puede ser? No soy un resentido, yo también tengo mi plata, pero le busco sentido. Yo comparto lo que tengo, la comida la divido, lo he cantado, lo he vivido, voy a cumplir mi objetivo. A los niños sin motivo los motivo, y por lo que escribo los saco de la bola si están perdidos. Porque soy esperanza, ya le encontramos el sentido. No me olvido de la calle, yo quiero a los no queridos.
Salimos de la nada, cuidar a los que quiero, lograr lo que soñaba. En cabina me sincero, como cuando niño imaginaba. Dios es mi compañero, la fe no se me acaba. Lo que pasó, que me motivó, que fueron muchos los que dijeron no. La calle la tengo, de la calle yo vengo y me mantengo, y eso gracias a Dios. Lo que pasó, que me motivó, que fueron muchos los que dijeron no. La calle la tengo, de la calle yo vengo y me mantengo, y eso gracias a Dios.
So he's saying basically that he also is a believer. He believes in God. He never lost the faith. He comes from the street. Both of them have mentioned that what they write about is what they have lived, but that they have that faith that they're going to make it. So that's what help him come out with a pen and a piece of paper and putting faith that what he was doing was going to be productive. But he doesn't forget that he comes from the streets.
Y lapicero, salimos de la nada, cuidar a los que quiero, lograr lo que soñaba. En cabina me sincero, como cuando niño imaginaba. Dios es mi compañero, la fe no se me acaba. Arte Elegante, Pablo Chill-E, oye.
¡Tírame la pista!
La conexión
Al paraíso y Santiago, dejando estrago.
So I guess one of them is from Valparaíso and the other one is from Santiago. And están dejando estragos, meaning they're leaving a mark. One is from Valparaíso, that's a city in Chile, and Santiago, the capital. So I don't know which one is from what city, but united together, they're making a difference.
Bendición.
Interesting, because they never mention the word blessing, but the whole song is about their blessings and what they give out. So, if you got to the end of this video, si llegaron al final de este video, por favor denle un thumbs up. No hablé mucho en español. I didn't talk too much in Spanish, I know, because it was hard for me to understand what Arte Elegante was saying in the beginning. So I said to myself, let me just stick to one language. Me quedé en un solo idioma porque no estaba entendiendo mucho lo que Arte Elegante estaba diciendo al principio, pero ya después le agarré la onda y por eso al principio solamente me quedé en el video entero, decidí, déjame quedarme solo con un idioma. So, por favor, ayúdenme a crecer este canal, dejen un comentario nice en este video, por favor, y también suscríbanse si no se han suscrito, y si están suscritos, ayúdenme con el Patreon. Ya está el PayPal, ¿ok? Gracias. Bye.